Alright, everybody, welcome back to Jason Marsden's birthday special, in which we're going to play one more game for the NES, and that is Hollywood Squares. And as you know by now, we're going to keep playing this game until we win the car. So here we go. Start things off with Eddie. A llama does something unusual when he is angry. What? He starts swearing in Spanish, whinnies like a horse, spits at you. According to Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, besides grinning all the time, the Cheshire Cat could do something else that made him unique. What? He could empty his own litter box, vanish at will. You fool! According to the United States Department of Agriculture, what is the best time of day to spray household insects? After the 11 o'clock news and they're really depressed. Late afternoon. I agree. Let's play round 2. Secret square round. Fashion experts tell us that if you go around showing off the cheap designer labels on your clothes, it really is a sign of what? Unlimited funds? Weakness or insecurity? When Muhammad Ali fought the classic Thrilla in Manila, who was his opponent? Ferdinand Marcos? George Foreman? Joe Frazier? True or false? Storing your pantyhose in the freezer will prolong their life. Plays hells with your varicose veins, though. False. Who's the secret square? Oh, Mike was. Alright. And I start the next round. Mark. A recent Louis Harris survey found that teachers think it crucial to the good education of our youth. What? Schools. A strong family. Ah! Most child-rearing experts agree the ideal spacing between children is what? About 2 city blocks. 5 years. 2 to 3 years. 3 to 4 years. Though the handshake is an acceptable greeting in Japan, most Japanese actually prefer what? A big, juicy, wet kiss. A smile. A bow. A simple 15-degree bow from the waist is advised. According to the World Book, if you were a barber, could you give a whale a haircut? Yes, if he waits his turn and brings his own hair tonic. Yes, whales do actually have a little hair on their heads. You fool! When storing wine, why should you always lay it on its side? So it can rest before dinner, so the cork doesn't dry out. And I get to go play with the car. I'll start with key 2 and we'll start with car 1. Oops, go back. Sorry. Key 2, car 1. No. Let's keep playing. Start with Mark. In the Bible, who is described as just a man but perfect in his generation? He walked with God. God's caddy. Noah. I agree. It's every bit as popular in Japan as it is here. Over there it's called Makudona Rudos. What is it called here? Mickey Mouse watches. Macadamia nuts. McDonald's. What was first made in Egypt over 3,000 years ago by mixing fruits with nuts and honey? The famous granola pyramids. Candy. Alright, round 2. According to the World Book, if you could perform downs and ups, eggs in a basket, and upcast and downcast, what are you good at? Operating an elevator for chickens. Stealing the old man's bundle. Jacks. In the United States, we say Merry Christmas. In Spain and Mexico, they say Feliz Navidad. In what country do they say Wesolik Swiat? Any country after 12 eggnogs. Sweden. Poland. True or false? When buying fresh fish, the best way to tell if it is fresh is to stare it into its eyes. If it is really fresh, it'll wink back at you. True. You fool! Madame Marie Curie was the first woman ever to win it. What? The Miss Radium pageant. A scholarship to Harvard. The Nobel Prize. Joe was the secret square. Someone tells another person he has bats at his belfry. What is he trying to say? Bela Lugosi is living in his attic. Get organized. He is a little weird, maybe even crazy. True or false? According to the Associated Press, some doctors are now using zippers instead of stitches on surgery patients. True. I agree. You have just promised to lead a life of obedience, chastity, and poverty. What are you now? Any annoyed with your new husband? In the French Foreign Legion. You! A monk, or a nun. Never mind. True or false? The Miami Indians settled in Miami Beach and built large, elaborate wigwams for other Indians to stay in while they were visiting. Oh yes, they were called condominiums. True. False. Which two houses form the British Parliament? The two end ones on Downing Street? The King's and Queen's Courts. You fool! The House of Commons and the House of Lords. According to the Old Testament, Adam and Eve wore the world's first clothes. Who made them? No one knows. They were hand-me-downs. God made them. Go for card 2. Nope. Keep playing. According to the American Psychiatric Association, do most therapists think it is okay to have a romantic relationship with someone who is no longer a patient? Only if they are cured and their bill is paid. Yes. No. According to Hollywood Close-Up, this year 68% of all moviegoers walked up to the concession stand and proudly said, "I'll take some of that." What? Overpriced, watered-down Diet Pepsi. Candy. You fool! Finish this popular rhyme. Monday's child is fair of face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, Wednesday's child is full of woe, Thursday's child has got to go. We'll never know. Has far to go. Folk medicine tells us that eating 15 raw almonds very quickly is a good way to get rid of something. What? 15 raw almonds. Heartburn. You fool! Where is Mona Lisa hanging out these days? Last time I saw her, she was with Ivan Lendl in Monte Carlo, the New York Museum of Modern Art, the Louvre in Paris. Whose fans are known as the Baker Street Irregulars? Tammy Faye Baker's fans. Sherlock Holmes's. Yep. Adam and Eve wore the world's first clothes. What were they made out of? Designer foliage. Wool. I disagree. Skins of animals. According to a study on the breakfast habits of American children, when asked what their favorite breakfast was their choice pancakes, cereal, or eggs? For Daddy not to make it. Pancakes. You fool! Eggs. World Book says that you should have long arms, a long neck, and a short body in order to be a great what? Giraffe impersonator. Ballet dancer. I agree. Michael's a secret square. Dang it. 98% of them are grown in California. The 4 main ones are named Mission, Silviano, Ascalano, and Manzanillo. What are they? Cardinal Montalban's sons. Ripe olives. You fool! True or false? In parts of Florida, it's illegal to snore. Last week, 300 people were arrested during Rabbi Goldberg's sermon. False. True. According to the medical section of the Los Angeles Daily News, the most frequent ways colds are spread by is what? Trying to wash and reuse your Kleenex, sneezing, touching. According to Greek mythology, who is the first woman on Earth? George Burns' mother, Venus. Pandora, she was created by Zeus. According to Pfluger Taxidermy in Hollandale, Florida, where sport fishing is king, what is the most popular fish in mountain stuff? Gefilte fish. Marlin. Sailfish. Would someone ever have any reason to put a mortarboard on his head? Yes, if he was really plastered. No. Yes, it's a tough hat. Let's go for card 3. Nope, keep playing. True or false? There's a version of Vogue magazine for dogs called Dog that features ads for Kennel No. 5 perfume and fashions by Yves Saint Bernard, and a clipping service by the Russian barber Orlov. False. True. According to the Ladies' Home Journal, the average cost of doing it for 18 years is $199,650. Doing what? Making Johnny Carson's monthly alimony payments? Raising a child to age 18. Reagan had a Bush. Carter had a Mondale. What did Nixon have? A Sony. A Sony what? Humphrey. Agnew or Ford? Mixing the chemicals obtained from coke, grain, potatoes, petroleum, and other raw materials will give you what? Unbelievable gas pains. Plastic. Synthetic rubber. 90% of all parsley served in the United States is what? Pushed under the potatoes. Eaten. Thrown out. Sarah Ferguson just spent 4 weeks studying so she could do it by herself, and Prince Andrew was delighted. What did she do? She made instant coffee, flew solo in an airplane. You fool! According to experts, in what decade did the automobile become the chief means of passenger transportation in the U.S.? About a week after the pothole was invented, the 1920s, I agree. Secret Square round. Mary found the Secret Square, which is a vacation retreat to a Bavarian castle. According to the American Ophthalmic Association, the minute you see a dress or suit that you like, what do the pupils of your eyes do? They look for my credit card. They dilate. You fool! Your dentist applies some highly concentrated hydrogen peroxide on your teeth and then uses a special heat-producing light. What is he doing? Wondering where the yellow went. Bonding my teeth. Bleaching them. What was Karl Marx talking about when he called it the opium of the masses? Geraldo Rivera. Religion. You fool! According to USA Today, in the first half of 1986 alone, it happened more than 39,000 times in New York City. What? Guy from Des Moines bought the Brooklyn Bridge. A car was stolen, I agree. The Census Bureau reports that more and more people are moving. What reason do they give? No hot water. Tired of the city. Jobs, especially white-collar ones. Traditionally, what is given on one's 60th wedding anniversary? New teeth. Emeralds. Diamonds. We all know about George Washington's famous wooden teeth, but true or false, his dentist is credited with inventing the first dentist drill. He actually had 2 dentists, Black and Decker. True. According to the new government figures, the #1 stolen automobile in the U.S. today is what? In Mexico by now, the Chevy Corvette. Pontiac Firebird. According to the National Sporting Goods Association, what is the most popular exercise among senior citizens? Waking up. Walking. According to the book Do's and Taboos Around the World, which contains tips to tourists abroad, what does it mean when an Arab grabs your hand? He's got a watch to sell you. He wants to talk to you in private. It's an honor, a sign of friendship. What do we call the thing that many Shriners wear on their heads? Baked cheese Danish. Turban. A fez. What is the term used when investors are so anxious to buy stocks they will buy just about anything? Lunacy? Panic buying. Let's go with the car. We'll try car 4 this time. It's not car 4, it's car 5. See if this is the one. And I got the car! So let's look at that final total for this game. $25,950. That's a good game. And I'll see you all for another game immediately following this break. We will be right back.